To the south of Sicily in the Mediterranean Sea are the Maltese Islands, which include Malta, Gozo, and Comino. These islands have a fascinating history and are surrounded by the boundless blue waters of the sea. The islands are said to have a long and illustrious history, and they contain the remnants of some of the world's oldest buildings. A singular North African presence can be found in the vicinity of Tunisia. Arabic and Italian have both contributed to the development of Maltese as a language. The beginning of spring and the end of fall are the best times to visit Malta for weather. During the sweltering months of summer, the villages come to life with the celebration of several religious holidays and open-air concerts. It can be difficult to decide where in this island to go exploring, which is why we have produced a list of some of the best spots to go sightseeing in Malta. Before we begin, click that subscribe button and join our channel for more interesting videos like this. Let's start. Number 10. The Co-Cathedral of St. John the Baptist. Start your exploration of Malta at St. John's Co-Cathedral if you can't determine what else to see on the island. Caravaggio contributed 2 paintings to this church during its construction between the years 1573 and 1577. Baroque art and architecture can be found in its finest form at the Cathedral of St. John. It was originally constructed to serve as the convent congregation for the Knights of St. John. Even in modern times, people continue to visit this church as a significant memory and a sacred site of devotion. In addition, it serves as a venue for other cultural gatherings. In 1572, Grand Master Gian de la Cassiere provided financial support for the construction of the edifice, which was designed by the Maltese military architect Girolamo Cassar to serve as the convent church of the Knights of Malta. Number 9. The island of Gozo. Gozo Island is often considered to be the most photogenic of all the Maltese islands. This island, with its picturesque pastoral landscapes, quiet towns, and lovely beaches, is the ideal destination to experience a decent holiday while still savoring the cultural treasures that are located there. If you are interested in sightseeing in Malta, this island is the ideal location for you to stay. Although Gozo is less defined than Malta, the island is home to a massively defended medieval fortress called Victoria, a lively coastal town called Marsalforn, and the most important archaeological monument in all of the Maltese islands, the Gantija Temples, which date back to approximately 3500 BC. Number 8. Pope Village. Pope Village began life in 1980 as a film set for the musical production Pope, and since then, it has evolved into a unique destination for young people in the center of the city to spend a day basking in the sun. You will be greeted by Pope and his well-known companions, and they will keep you entertained throughout the day with a variety of different entertainment. Visitors have the opportunity once in a lifetime to enjoy a shooting experience with the animation team, during which they will temporarily assume the role of a film star. Additional facilities include a miniature village of Santa, a boat trip, if the weather permits, sunbathing decks, water trampolines, and an exhilarating experience in the brand new Pope the Comic Museum, which features more than 100 original comics dating back to 1936. Here is the place to come if you are trying to decide what to visit while you are in Malta. Number 7. Golden Bay. One of the most stunning stretches of coastline on Malta can be found in Golden Bay, which is located in the northwestern part of the island. Its sandy shores are protected by a hilly coastline and crags. The Golden Bay Beach bus station is only a 5-minute walk away from the beach, so getting there is a breeze whether you use the vehicle or the bus. Golden Bay Beach, in contrast to the other beaches in Malta, is located in an area that is removed from road traffic, providing it a tranquil getaway from the water. The shoreline of this beach is quite extensive and the sands are fine and golden in color. It is safe to swim here because the water is clear and tranquil, and there is a huge area that is protected for your protection. Number 6. The Tower of St. Agatha. This tower, which is also known as the Red Tower, was built in 1649 in between the 2 world wars, and it is now considered to be one of the major tourist attractions in Malta. It provides breathtaking vistas in every direction of the islands of Gozo, Comino, and the Gadira Natural Reserve. On the highest point of Marfa Ridge is where you'll find this tower. There was an empty alcove in the tower that housed a chapel that was dedicated to St. Agatha. Because of the color of its exterior, it is also commonly referred to as the Red Tower. During the restoration, it was smeared and then maintained. In addition, the stone staircase leading to the flat roof that was destroyed was replaced with a wooden spiral staircase that can be found inside the building. The rooftop provides a breathtaking panorama of Malta, Gozo, and Comino. Number 5. Melia's Parish Church. One of the places of interest in Malta is the Parish Church of Our Lady of Victory, which is a stunning example of Baroque architecture and dates back to the 19th century. It is located at the highest point of the village and serves as a beacon for travelers. The icon known as Our Lady of Victories is kept in the church, and it is taken out for a walk around the city on the 30th of August each year for the Melia Village Festa. Fireworks and traditional marching bands are two of the highlights of this exciting celebration. The church also displays works of art created by local Maltese painters, such as the well-known artist Giuseppe Calli's rendition of St. Paul's Shipwreck. Number 4. Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon is a beautiful spot in nature, with azure waters that are crystal clear and a fascinating backdrop. It has the feel of a beach in the South Pacific, complete with blue waters lapping up against white sand. Because the waters in this austere lagoon are so calm and the opposite end is empty and free from danger for children, it gives the appearance of a huge hot tub. The center of the lagoon is roped off into boats, and it is an excellent spot for surfing, as well as lounging in swift cabanas. A little beach complete with sun loungers and umbrellas may be found by the lagoon. Number 3. The Temples of the Madra. 500 meters separate the Madra Temples and the Hagar Kim Temples, both of which are on the list of World Heritage Sites maintained by UNESCO at the Hagar Kim site. This archaeological site can be found in a remote and undeveloped part of the southern shore of Malta, which is adjacent to the water. The most interesting aspect of the Madra Temples is in the South Temple, an entranceway that appears to be aligned with the solstices and equinoxes. The doorway and the decorated hunks denote the location of the equinoxes, which occur when the sun is higher in the sky on the first day of spring and fall, and the solstices, which occur when the sun is lower in the sky on the first day of winter and summer. Number 2. Hagar Kim Temples. The prehistoric Hagar Kim Temples are located on the southern coast of Malta in a formidable position on a barren plateau abutting the Mediterranean Sea and Filfla Island. These temples are another Neolithic site that has been listed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. The chambers and apses are connected to one another, although not according to a predetermined blueprint. Each space was designed to look almost exactly like a single place of worship when it was finished. Number 1. The Temples of the Tarxian. 4 megalithic structures make up the prehistoric culture site known as the Tarxian Temples, which is the largest and most well-preserved of Malta's sites. The site, which was discovered in 1914 and excavated in that year, spans an area of 5,400 square meters and demonstrates the beautiful achievements of the mystic prehistoric society of Malta between the years 3600 BC and 2500 BC, which is referred to as the Temple Period, Late Neolithic Period. Outstanding reproductions of the stone reliefs and carvings that were discovered here can be found on the site. The originals are on display in the National Archaeological Museum of Valletta. Because there are so many interesting locations to visit, it will be hard for you to see everything during your time spent in Europe. Because so many different cultures have coexisted and impacted one another for so many centuries, it will be difficult for you to categorize anything about this place. Include all of the sites to see in Malta that have been described in this article on your itinerary, and you will have a vacation that you will never forget. Share your opinions with us. Which place are you going to visit? Also, if you enjoyed watching our video, then subscribe to our channel for more videos.